So, do you want to? Let's see. We have a dog pile of questions from Twitter. You feel like answering a few questions?
Of course.
Okay.
I'd love to. I would love to.
All right. I'm going to be pulling these together as we roll along. I get a softball one for you.
Excellent.
schmidtec. I have a DLP projector. How will I know when I need a new bulb for it? This is a good EC Nation question.
When you see no picture, or you see a discoloration, or sometimes you can get pretty odd behavior. I've seen Lloyd Case, ex-Extreme Tech editor, and I believe he's a good freelancer, and he's over at improbableinsights.com. He actually had a TV one time where the bulb hadn't completely gone, but it was causing an electrical issue that was causing distortions on the screen that you wouldn't think was caused by the bulb. But when we swapped the bulb out, everything went back to beautiful. And it was really one of the odder things I've seen in TVs. But if you're dealing with projector on a regular basis, I guarantee you that bulb will go out at the worst possible moment when you've got company and family sitting around and you go to hit the button and pop, and it just goes. So it's a couple $100 or maybe a little bit more you'll have to lay out to have a spare bulb around. But I think it's good to buy a quality replacement bulb, just to keep on hand especially if you intend to keep this product for a while. Just so you don't have to go through one of those clutch moments where you're like, oh man, I need this to work, and it is not. So, but basically the characteristic signs of a bulb going or starting to age, over time the bulbs will get dimmer. Over time, you may develop some odd coloring on the screen itself, but usually they tend to go all at once. Or if it's going to last a long time, you'll see it slowly. Although it's kind of unnoticeable to watch brightness decrease slowly over time. You almost have to see it. How did it look 6 months ago compared to today, rather than day by day? But the best suggestion I can ask is just keep that spare bulb handy, just in case.
Is it $200 still pretty typical for a bulb for a projector these days?
It depends. The lamp modules. Sometimes you can buy just the bulb itself. Sometimes you have to buy the whole module, depending on which way you want to. Depending on how the manufacturer is about it. They're all over the map, and the more high-end the projector or the projection system, the more expensive the bulbs become, because it's the quality of the light source. The more full spectrum it is, usually you get better color and other characteristics out of the picture. So on the highest end projectors, that would be a good question. We were recently looking at a $15,000 projector from digital projection. Yeah, and the one question I didn't ask them was how much was the bulb replacement on that, because that was probably. Oh no, it's a lamp. Oh, it's an LED.
It's LED.
Never mind. But
it's an LED. That's the whole point of the review. It's the LED with the beautiful saturated colors.
That was it. But on other lamp systems, like Xeon lamps in particular, the high-end lamps, I've seen some of those go for $2,000 to $4,000, and it's just a percentage of that. And people wonder, why is this projector $20,000? And it's like, well, it's got a $4,000 bulb in it, putting out 4 kilowatts of light. And it's like, okay, maybe that makes a little more sense now.
Insanely bright LEDs are. Oops, sorry.
Oh no.
I was saying insanely bright LEDs are still pricey.
Yeah, and they're not as bright as you think they would be too. You think they'd have some really bright LEDs out there by now, as far as projection or just light systems go. I know you can buy flashlights that have a single bulb that are pretty bright, but they're not replacing car headlamps yet with those things, and they're not replacing. A single LED is not replacing anything in a projection system yet, except for the ones you have in a cell phone. Ultra small, ultra low light output.
If you put 30 to 3-watt lights together, you can some pretty awesome medium range lighting for an off-road vehicle. People are doing a lot of that. But
really?
Yeah, they're super expensive, but yeah, they're kind of like the super bright LEDs they use for surefire high-end flashlights. I know there's a big crossover between the Twitch audience and people who buy expensive flashlights.
I'm a flashlight whore, man. I love a bright light. I keep looking at this one $170 Surefire that has a 200 lumen output mode on it, and I'm like, okay, it only lasts for 30 minutes, but damn, that's a bright light.
The trick with that one is to never ever shine it into a mirror or inside a car while you're inside of it.
No, I just picked up a 4D cell mag light. It's LED based, and the only one brighter is their 6-cell version that has I forget, they have 2 different bulb versions, but Mag does have a pretty darn bright one if you can go up to the 6-cell monster. Basically an aluminum club of a flashlight, but darn handy. I love those things.
I like that thought.